My sister forgot to hang up. I heard Mom whisper, "We'll make him pay, or he's out." I said nothing. They sold the house for $270,000 and left for Japan, all smiles. But when they returned, the key didn't turn, and on the doorstep was a note that made them scream. Can you imagine discovering your own family? The very people you'd sacrificed everything for were discussing you like a credit card, plotting to exploit you, or even cast you aside. That's precisely what happened to me, and it irrevocably altered the course of my life. My name is Noah. I'm 28, and for as long as I can recall, I've been the eldest, the default problem solver, the you'll figure it out child. If our family were a stage production, my sister Mia invariably claimed the blinding spotlight. My mother, she was the meticulous director, orchestrating every scene. And me? I was the shadowy figure in black, silently rearranging props so the show could continue, while applause for my efforts remained perpetually absent. My role was simple. I fixed things. Leaky sinks, broken Wi-Fi, forgotten passwords, impending late fees. When anything faltered, they called Noah. When success arrived, it was Mia's brilliance or Mom's sagacity. I learned early that silence was a far cheaper commodity than argument. I work at a modest logistics firm. Nothing glamorous, but I appreciate its impartiality. Computers either boot or they don't. My life remains largely unassuming. A one-bedroom apartment, a trusty, dented Corolla, home-cooked eggs, and a diligently maintained budget spreadsheet. I'm not a tragic figure, you understand. Just background noise. Our childhood home harbored two stark realities. The one spoken aloud. We're a team, we share. And the one demonstrably acted out. Share meant Noah pays. When 19-year-old Mia needed a temporary car, I co-signed. 6 months later, she totaled it. I absorbed the financial blow. When Mom's mortgage lagged during COVID, I covered it. Just for 3 months, she'd promised. 3 months metastasized into 21. They lauded my generosity. I simply called it keeping the lights on. By 27, my computer hosted a spreadsheet titled, "Not My Bills, I Pay Anyway." I never shared its existence. It felt foolish, yet it served as my anchor against self-gaslighting. Rent transfers, credit card balances, emergency cash, Uber receipts from networking nights. The running total always triggered a sickening lurch in my stomach, so I learned to avoid scrolling to it. Mia is 2 years my junior. Objectively, she possesses an undeniable charm. The sort who can arrive 40 minutes late and still somehow make you apologize for starting on time. She works in online brand marketing, always juggling a new pilot project, a fresh manager, a nearly breakthrough. When asked about Mia, Mom would declare, "Mia's in partnerships." When my turn came, she'd say, "Noah works with computers," as if I merely fixed the family printer. Then arrived a Sunday night. The night, everything fractured. We'd just finished dinner at Mom's. Roast chicken, a pre-packaged salad, and a cake proclaiming, "Congrats, Mia," for hitting 20K followers. Not a single comment from me, despite my just concluding a brutal work deployment, having slept 2 nights at the office that week. I washed dishes, the clinking of their celebratory glasses a jarring counterpoint to my invisible toil. Later that evening, home alone, my phone buzzed. A text from Mia, "Call me back." I did. Restaurant din echoed faintly in the background. "Hey, can you transfer $300 to my card?" She slurred slightly. "My bank's being weird. It'll bounce back tomorrow, promise." "I can't tonight, Mia." I heard my voice tight like a rope under strain. "Rent's due." She sighed, a dramatic put-upon sound. "Ugh. Okay, I'll figure it out." "Sorry," I said, a reflex honed over decades. "Next time," she snapped. Then, to someone else laughing, "He's being dramatic." "Wait." I started, but the call clicked. It didn't disconnect. The line remained open. A door shut. Distant voices murmured. Then Mom's voice, faint through the speaker, yet sharp. "He said no." "Yeah," Mia replied. "He's playing poor again." Glass clinked. A chair scraped. "Well, make him pay, sweetie," Mom said, her voice dropping low. "Or he'll have to move out." Something within me went utterly still. Not angry, not yet. Just still like a sudden power outage. Everything plunging into quiet. Mia chuckled. He won't move. He can't afford it. We'll see, Mom countered. He owes us after everything. He owes us. I didn't speak. I didn't hang up. I merely listened as they discussed me as if I were a credit card, an unpaid invoice. I gently placed the phone on the counter. My kitchen felt like a stage after a performance. Too clean, too empty. I opened the fridge, eggs, almond milk. Closed it. Gazed out at the parking lot where a street light flickered. I didn't sleep that night. It wasn't rage. It was an unsettling clarity. Your brain instantly resequences your entire life when your name is spoken like an invoice. All those transfers queued up in my mind. Family dinners became loyalty checks. The way their faces subtly hardened when I uttered, "I can't." Morning arrived. I showered, went to work. I said nothing, but that single sentence echoed relentlessly behind every action. We'll make him pay, sweetie, or he'll have to move out. That night, I didn't text them. I didn't send screenshots. I didn't attempt to explain. I bought a notebook and meticulously recorded everything. Dates, amounts, damning phrases. Not to build a legal case against them, but for myself. Paper, I realized, is brutally honest. It doesn't soften the blow. The initial pages read like a grim receipt. 3 years back, $1,450 for a temporary mortgage. 2 months later, another $1,450. Stimulus is late. Car insurance. I just set up automatic so you don't forget. Groceries till Friday. A dentist bill. Mia promised repayment when my brand pays my invoice. She never did. $760. I recalled that sum vividly because I had only $780 total in my checking account at the time. I also documented the humiliations, the insidious small ones that slowly erode you. Mom rolling her eyes when I brought home leftovers from Sunday dinner. Noah is doing his budget thing again. Mia deriding my Corolla as Grandpa wheels. The time I said I needed to leave early and Mom retorted, "You're always so busy for us, but not for your little tech job." I wrote about one unforgettable Tuesday. I'd received a bonus, took Mom to dinner, and she spent 45 minutes showing the server Mia's latest press mentions, while I sat there, my card poised, feeling utterly invisible. I even paid the property tax on our house because the reminder inexplicably came to my email. Turns out I was still registered there from 5 addresses ago. Mom texted, "Bless you. You're my rock." I saved that. Then came, "Can you handle March 2nd? We're in a bind." That bind, I later discovered, was a new TV, a tattoo, nail fills, and a Tulum trip. I knew because Mia's Instagram stories, tagged #collab, prominently featured an ocean view. #collab for $23,000, I noted in my ledger. My first genuine no was minuscule. Mia requested $200 for gas and content. I replied, "Can't right now. Rent week." She left me on read for 4 days. When she finally responded, it was a photo from a restaurant. Family dinner. No invitation for me. I ate cereal and convinced myself I liked cereal. Mom began repeating a new mantra. "We'll make it right. When the house sells." The house. Our house. Dad had left it for the kids. After probate, Mom's name ended up on the deed. I hadn't pushed. She was the parent. I'd paid because I hadn't wanted her to lose it. First day of school pictures, height marks etched on the laundry room wall. I believe saving the house was saving us. For them, it was simply a future cash out. 2 months after that overheard call, I noticed glossy real estate flyers on Mom's console. Cash offers. Close in 10 days. "Are you selling?" I asked, my voice carefully neutral. "Just exploring," she said, not meeting my gaze. "If you do, we should talk," I ventured. She laughed. "About what, Noah? I don't need your permission." "It's not permission," I corrected. "It's the payments. We should settle up first." She gave me a look that said I'd missed my cue. "Settle up? You pay because you live here," she added dismissively. "I moved out 2 years ago," I reminded her. Mia drifted in, phone in hand. "Also, buyers hate tenants," she stated, as if reciting a freshly learned phrase. "No offense, bro." My hands trembled. I went home and wrote in my notebook. "They think I'm a tenant of my own past." The asks intensified. Co-sign for my downtown loft, for content. I said no. She bombarded me with 17 messages in 2 minutes. You're selfish. Family helps family. You just sit on money. Then the newer, more sinister ones. Mom says you owe us. We'll make you pay if you won't help. I screenshotted and saved them in a folder titled While Calm. Mom asked for my credit card for one purchase. Fully reimbursed. What purchase? I inquired. Flights. Where? Mia got invited to Japan. Companions aren't covered. I said no. You always ruin opportunities, she snapped. A week later, dinner at Mom's. The table was nicely set. Midway through, she slid a manila envelope across the table like a movie prop. We got an offer, she announced. $270,000 cash. Close next month. Mia chirped. My head performed automath. Dad's low-rate refi, small remaining balance. The net proceeds were still 6 figures. We need to discuss what I've covered, I said, my voice deliberately calm. Property tax payments, repairs. Mia's smile cooled. Oh, you mean your little spreadsheet. Don't be rude, Mia, Mom chided, then turned to me, her voice syrupy sweet. Sweetie, we appreciate you, but this is my house. I sacrificed for years. I did too, I replied. Even fair, she repeated, as if the word itself were foreign. Fair would have been you staying home to help, instead of running to your bachelor cave. I left because I was paying here and sleeping on a sofa. I countered. Remember when you rented my room to your friend's son? Temporary for 8 months. Mia flicked her hair. God, you make everything so heavy. I looked at the offer. Agent name, close date, as his stamp. Mom squeezed my hand. Sweetie, she said, you'll be taken care of. We'll take you to dinner in Tokyo. I laughed. A dry, bitter sound, like a tire losing air. At home, I spread notebooks, bank statements, and screenshots across my coffee table. 6 hours of tallying transfers, auto pays, Venmo transactions labeled gas, groceries, and $4. The 3-year total made me bury my head in my hands. $38,412.55. It felt unreal. It was undeniably real, not counting my time, just money. I wrote the sum in huge script on a blank page and underlined it twice. The next morning, I drafted an email. Subject, settlement before sale. I listed categories, attached PDFs, and reiterated the total. $38,412.55. I'm not asking for a gift, I wrote. I'm asking to be repaid prior to closing from net proceeds, with a simple memo. If you want to dispute a line, call me today and I'll bring receipts. It didn't sound angry. It sounded like finance. Mom's call came, her voice brittle, syrupy. How dare you reduce family to a ledger? Mia texted, LOL, you invoiced us. Then the agent emailed, congrats to your mom and sister. You're not on title, so no need to involve you. Followed by a smiley face. Mia posted passports and suitcases. Work hard, play harder. That was the precise moment I ceased being afraid of being selfish. I drew up a boundary plan. Not revenge. Consequences I controlled. I systematically removed my card from every auto pay I'd set up for them. Insurance, gone. Internet, gone. Electric, transferred to Mom's name. Lease guarantor, revoked at renewal, per clause 12.2. Certified, letters sent. Copies kept. I opened a P.O. box and officially moved my address. No more their mail. I texted a single sentence that day. From today, I will not pay any expense that isn't mine. No love you. I also booked a therapist. The house sold on a Thursday. $270,000 wired. Friday, Saturday, they flew to Japan. My breaking point wasn't a dramatic airport scene. It was my aunt's living room. Streamers, paper plates, a sheet cake inscribed Bon Voyage. Cousins I loved, cousins I artfully avoided. Mom held court near the dip. Mia wore a matching sweatsuit that probably cost my monthly rent. I walked in, carrying a bag of papers. No flowers, just copies. No, Mom exclaimed, loudly. You made it. I said I would. I replied. She kissed my cheek and whispered, we'll talk later. Not later. Now, I said quietly. 5 minutes. Kitchen. Her smile faltered. She glanced at Mia. They followed me to the sink. The fridge hummed. Outside, kids bounced on a trampoline. I laid a sheet of paper down. This is the total I've covered in 3 years. Mortgage, tax, utilities, car insurance, medical, food. $38,412.55. Mom sighed. Noah, please don't interrupt. I'm not fighting, I said. Facts. She crossed her arms. Fine. I asked to be repaid from the house proceeds. I continued. You sold for $270,000. After payoff, you can repay me and still be fine. This isn't punishment. It's balance. Mia smirked. It's just money. Family isn't a business. You made it one, I stated. Every month, just this time. Mom's voice sharpened. We are not writing you a check at a party. I didn't ask for that, I said. I'm telling you the boundary. If I'm not repaid, I'm done. No more transfers, no emergency bills, no credit cards, no co-signing. If you can't afford something, you won't use my name to get it. Mia scoffed. Wow, big man speech. I presented a simple memo from house proceeds. Repay Noah $38,412.55 by Friday. If not, $800 per month until satisfied. 0% interest. No fee. Mom glared at it as if it hissed. You ambushed me. I emailed you. I reminded her. Twice. We leave Wednesday, she shot back. Sign now, pay tomorrow, fly Wednesday, I offered. Everyone wins. She looked at Mia. Mia, don't reward this. This isn't about revenge, I said, my voice steady. This is about closure. I won't be your second wallet. We carried you for years. Mom exclaimed. I moved out at 23, I countered. I paid my way. I covered your bills because you asked. You were paying rent. Your mortgage. Mia scoffed. Rent is a contract. And this was me preventing default. I corrected. Mom slapped the counter. Heads turned. She lowered her voice. Put the paper away. We'll discuss when we return. No, I said. We discuss now or not at all. I won't drag this out while you're posting sushi photos. Mia leaned in. You think you have power? I don't want power, I said. I want a life. Silence. The fridge hummed. The punch bowl clinked in the other room. Mom pushed the memo back like a failed quiz. We're not signing. We're going on our trip. When we come back, we'll see how you're behaving. Okay, I said. She blinked. Okay. Okay. I repeated. That's your choice. This is mine. I fanned out copies of the certified letters. Utility transfers, card removals, guarantor withdrawal. If you miss payments, that's between you and your landlord. Don't list me as an emergency contact. I won't pick up. Mia flushed. You're putting our mother on the street. I'm refusing to be your safety net for Shibuya Crossing, I said. Mom's voice shook. All this help with strings. You're cruel underneath. It stung. I breathed. I'm not cruel, I said. I'm tired. My aunt barged in with pigs in a blanket. Photos. Mom pasted on a smile, then floated out. Mia bumped my shoulder. Have fun eating your boundaries, she whispered. I remained with the papers. My inner voice echoed. Asterisk, this isn't about revenge. This is about closure. Asterisk, I packed the papers. Then I took photos because I'm still the kid who holds a camera so everyone else can be in a shot. They closed on Thursday. Mia posted keys in her palm like a trophy. Mom posted the empty kitchen with new season. No tag for me. Friday, my bank alert confirmed the last property tax autopay was canceled by me. Clean. Saturday, they flew. Lounge champagne, boomerang clinks. I watched once, then muted them for 30 days. I ate leftover rice. Boundaries are quiet. They feel like nothing at first. For 3 days, nothing happened. Work, gym, sleep, therapist. On Tuesday, my therapist asked, my biggest fear is that I'm wrong, that I'm the selfish one. She asked, what would selfish look like? I said, leaving with no notice. She said, you gave notice. I said, okay. The weight on my ribs shifted. Wednesday, 19 missed calls in an hour. Mom, Mia, an unknown number. Another unknown. A text from my aunt. Call me now. I made eggs. Then I checked voicemail. Mom, hi Noah. The electric is off. They said the account was closed. How could you be so irresponsible? This is mistreatment. Mia, the internet is gone. I had a brand call. They're docking me $500. Fix it. Mom, I have a doctor's appointment. How will I print my forms? Unknown. This is Mark, your mother's landlord. Call me about rent and guarantor. I emailed the landlord. I'm not the tenant. I revoked guarantor status per lease section 12.2 at renewal. I won't pay on an account not in my name. Direct all communications to Mom. Polite. Firm. The agent who sold the house emailed. Hope your mother's move went smoothly. Move. She hadn't moved. She'd sold her only asset and kept the rental because it was close to friends. Thursday, 12 calls. Mia crying. I missed a brand call. Are you happy? I wasn't, but I also wasn't responsible. Friday, a photo from Mom. A red pay or quit notice taped to her door. 3 days. This is your fault, she wrote. I want to work, reset a password, ate a burrito. People laughed in the break room about something else. I felt a weird loneliness, like coming off a high and realizing the high was adrenaline from other people's problems. That afternoon, a knock. Peeking through the peephole, I saw Mia, puffy eyes, hoodie up, rolling suitcase. I opened the door halfway. What? I asked, not unkindly. She nudged the suitcase forward. I need to crash for a bit. No, I said. She blinked. Are you serious? Yes. You can't do this. We're family. I can. And we are. That's why I'm not doing it. Me making you a bed means you don't face your life. Therapy talk. It sounded better than my old talk. She started crying again, mostly angry. Mom's freaking out. She said you'd help. I did help, I stated. For years. She meant now. I meant then. We stood in the crack of the door. The hallway smelled of overcooked chicken. A basketball thumped downstairs. I'll pay you back, she blurted. I swear. $100 a week. I don't want your money, I said. I want you to handle your own. She stared over my shoulder, as if the furniture might change its mind. What do you want then? For you to stop believing I'm your plan. Silence. She wiped her face. Mom said you wouldn't let us suffer. I won't let you starve on my doorstep, I said. But I'm not your bridge. She pulled the suitcase back. We sold a house for $270,000. Why act like we're broke? Where is it? I asked. She flinched. The money was already there. Tickets, bags, dinners, Guilt Presents. They treated cash as if it expired on Friday. Mia, I said, softer now. I asked for $38,000 back. You told me to invoice you, as a joke. You're at my door with a suitcase. She swallowed. Mom said you cave. I'm sorry, I said. I could give you temp agency numbers and a clinic for Mom. I'll help you set up auto pay when you have income. I can't be the income. She stared as if I'd broken an unwritten pact. Then she turned the suitcase and left. That night, I printed a letter, sealed it in an envelope, and taped it to their door with blue painter's tape because I didn't want to mar the finish. 10 days passed. A cousin sent screenshots from Japan, ramen, temples, robot restaurants. The comments were effusive, so happy for you, with hearts. No one posted the frame where the rent auto pay was gone. They returned Sunday night. My aunt texted, they're back. I made pasta and watched a dumb show. I slept fine. Monday, 7:02 a.m., unknown number. I let it ring. Mom called. I let it ring. Text, you are sick. Minutes of nothing. Then, we're at the door. I pictured it. And yes, I smiled. Their key turned. The deadbolt clicked on the door frame. Blue tape. My envelope. They tore it open. Ma Mia, it read. From today, I am not your emergency plan. I canceled every payment I set up that wasn't mine. I removed myself from obligations I didn't sign for. Your mail that came to me is at P.O. Box 412. Bring ID. The house sold for $270,000. I asked for $38,412.55. You refused. That's your choice. My choice is to step back. Practical. Utilities are in your name. Instructions attached. Rent. Talk to your landlord. I'm not on your lease. I will not pay past due amounts. Health. 2 community clinics take walk-ins and payment plans. I called. They expect you. Work Mia. 3 temp agencies. Show up at 8 a.m. daily. You'll get assignments if you stick with it. This isn't about revenge. This is about closure. I want to be your son and brother, not your wallet. If you want to talk, Email me. Don't come to my door. Don't call 20 times. I won't pick up. If you want to repay, I'll accept $800 per month, 0% interest. Noah. My aunt said they started screaming on the doorstep. Not horror movie screaming, but cornered screaming. A neighbor's door cracked, then shut. A dog barked. Mia insisted, "He can't do this." Mom cried, "We made him." For the first time, none of it truly registered with me. 2 days of messages. "You're heartless. You'll regret this. Family is forever. You'll be alone. We raised you. We gave you everything." I replied once by email. I won't argue by text. My boundary remains. Then quiet. Loss, then relief, then space. It's been 3 months. I measure time by normal things now. Meal prep Sundays, laundry Wednesdays, therapy Tuesdays, an oil change when the light says so, not when someone else's chaos demands it. There are ghosts still. Odd-hour calls still twist my stomach. I let them ring. I drove past the old house once. A new car in the driveway. Wind chimes on the porch. Someone loves it. That helped. Week 4. Mom emailed, in small, carefully chosen words. "We're adjusting." It's hard. No apology. No ask. Also, no insult. I replied, "Thanks for telling me. I'm glad the clinic worked." It did. I checked once. Old habits died gently. Mia got a temp job. Reception, then dispatch, then a short contract at a warehouse. She texted a photo of her first pay slip. First check. I wrote back, "Proud of you." She sent a thumbs up. She hasn't paid a penny toward that $38,412.55. The email for payments remains quiet. That used to infuriate me. Now, it simply assures me I chose correctly. My boundary has to be something I can live with, even if they never change. People desire dramatic twist endings. Penthouses, court battles, full repayment. Sitcom resets. None of that happened. The truth is smaller and better. I stopped funding my own erasure. I didn't set a trap. I didn't deliver a speech on a plane. I wrote letters, canceled autopays, articulated my truth, and I now live by it, one boring Tuesday at a time. Sometimes I sit on the floor, sorting mail, and realize, no red alerts. No, can you just? No shaking hands as I type my car number, because saying no means I'm the villain. The quiet is strange. Then it's good. I still love them. That doesn't mean I let them spend my life. Love is a feeling. Boundaries are choices. You can keep one and change the other. If you're the family wallet, I can't tell you what to do. But I can tell you what I told myself. You're not cruel for closing your hand. You're not heartless for prioritizing your rent, your eggs, your therapy. You don't have to wait for them to be different to start being different yourself. I'm not waiting for repayment to start my life. I'm not moving out of myself so someone else can move in. I'm done being a plan, and I will never let my name be a payment method again. Have you ever faced something like this with your own family? I'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts in the comments.